Hey everybody. All right, this morning was something else. And for those who didn't see, this is where we left off. Ignore all the colorful polygons, but we got pathfinding pretty much working. In fact, let me make you not have to ignore all the colorful polygons. There. Yeah. So we got pathfinding pretty much working. It's a little glitchy in some cases. The code needs to be cleaned up. There's a lot that needs to be done still. Hey, Balky. I think you're the first person. Welcome in. But yeah, so we got the basics of this. And now we need to clean up a whole lot. Like a lot. So move characters only in cardinal directions. I mean, this is technically done, but let's try this out. All right, snap to cardinal direction. This is just to figure out which direction we should move in. Dot products is max greater than max dot. Float that min value. Vector dot product. What is this for? Each cardinal direction. I mean, we could try this. This will give us the cardinal direction that we should move in, but we still have some other code we're going to need to do. Do I have vector extensions already? I don't think so. No. Well, we could just put it in here for right now. Actually, you know what? Let's make a vector extensions. I'll just plug it in. Vector2 extensions. All right, vector2 extensions. Found you back in April, wanted to share. And shared I wanted to get a job, got hired today as a junior power platform dev. Nice, yeah. Congratulations. What is a power platform dev? I'm not familiar with that. Regardless, congratulations. I think that is very, very good. All right, what is going on now? This is using the wrong thing. I need to use Godot. There we go. Okay, so what if we did this? What if we got the cardinal direction, vector2 cardinal direction equals that? And then use the extension. Okay, does that work the same way? Low code tools to make business applications. Oh, okay, got you. I haven't heard of this. Oh, Microsoft Power Platform. Did this used to be Power BI? No, it's different apparently. It includes Power BI, Power BI, excuse me. Yeah. All right, this is doing some weird stuff at diagonals. Yeah. So I don't think we can use this. And I see why it's happening. We're approximating the direction we should move in. So we end up with this like weird jitter thing if we're going at a 45-degree angle. Whereas we want to always move in like an L shape, not in the diagonal. I hope you like it, Balky. Is it your first job? Hey, Darkstorm. Darkstorm, I was just saying that I tried out the vector2 extension that you sent, and it results in movement like this, where it's kind of jittery when it's moving at 45 degrees. So I'll just probably delete it. Then we'll put this back to what it used to be. It works. It does what, like, the function works. It's not good for the domain we're using it for. Hey, Chef Alton. First job in software dev? Yeah, nice. Well, look, people ask me every once in a while, what do you recommend if it's my first job in software development? And the things I always tell people is to lean on your coworkers. So your coworkers probably know a lot more than you do. ask them questions. Don't hesitate to do that sort of thing. I mean, don't constantly bother them, right? Like spend some time trying to figure things out yourself, but don't feel like you have to do it on your own. City lacks those. Yeah, and gaming studios are not doing so great right now. So I highly recommend doing game dev as a hobby for some time. The nice thing is you can get pretty much all the exact same sort of fun out of game dev if you are doing your own game. The only thing you can't get is the same impact usually. Like if you're working on a gigantic game, imagine working on like Diablo 4. Like that can have a huge impact. And probably working on your own game you won't have that. But everything else you would still get. The joy of solving problems and coming up with creative solutions and tackling all different parts of the game. You can still get that if you're working on your own thing. Okay, so I've tried this. I'm not at the point where I want to clean up the code yet. Fix the problem where the horizontal and vertical distances have values like that, and it just jitters over and over. Okay, so if the distance is, the collective distance of this would be like 4.5, which means there's still some space that needs to be moved. We don't snap just horizontal and vertical distances anymore, and we should. Yeah. I want to do that. I want to say if um I guess if we ended up in a case where we swapped already. All right, this is going to be weird, but I'm going to do this anyway. If it's less than this, then position equals new vector 2. Else if all of this, else this. Okay, that should fix the jittering. This is still like super, super like verbose code. Just I don't know. But yeah, hopefully we don't see any jittering around corners. The character should never get stuck. It looks like something weird is happening. It's hard to tell though because it's moving so fast. Maybe if I set the speed a little lower, I'll see. Because it kept switching every frame, not every one unit. I think it's that when traveling at 45 degrees, you bump between different angles being the best approximation of the cardinal direction. Been worrying about what happens if I can't figure out a solution. It's not like school and just go to my professor. Yeah, and if your coworkers don't know, I mean, you can always do research yourself, but it's the kind of thing where I think some people start out and they're like, "Oh, school should have prepared me for this." But school doesn't often prepare you for every part of the job. It prepares you for some parts of the job. I think this is good. I think we do need to turn on path simplification. Yeah, I think we need to turn on path simplification. So if it's on, I don't know what we set this to. Maybe like 3 pixels. I'm not even totally sure what this is gonna do. I mean, it looks like it's working pretty well. Yeah, looks pretty good. It'd probably be easier to just watch all of the characters have these paths instead of just focusing on one. But yeah, I think it's working well. Okay. Figure out if we can get all this working on the older version of Godot. Uh, okay, I guess. Actually, I wonder if it's worth checking in first. I definitely don't want to lose all of this. I don't know how much was changed in the project file. It looks like practically nothing. It just updated the version. Oh, wait, no. It changed more. Global group. Events got changed somehow. They have a location now. Okay. I mean, that's not very big. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a lot that changed. All right, let's try only adding the navigation group where it belongs. How do we validate this quickly? I think if we turn on view navigation, then we should just be able to see a box around everything. Yeah. So it should always look kind of like this. The most important part is that these item bins have a box around them and the rocks have boxes around them. I think that should be good. Snap the Pathfinder to tiles. I don't want to do that. I don't think that's necessary. And I think the nice thing about this is that it'll naturally allow a little bit of deviation for where the characters are based on where they're coming from and where they're going. Like we could always make it so that the final destination is snapped to a tile coordinate. But yeah, I don't think we need to make the intermediate paths snap to tiles. And if anything ever looks weird, well, I don't know. We could always kind of tackle it as we look at things. Okay, so if we want everything to function the exact same way, we need to figure out where we added these groups and then only add them where they're important. So in the shop, for example, what if we got rid of the first group? Delete. Wait, delete group and all of its references. I just want to uncheck the group. There we go. Should still look the same. Yep, it does. Cool. So we don't need it there. Do we need it on item bin? Maybe well, we don't necessarily need it there. Do we need it on the collision shape? Huh, okay. So it's fine to just have it on the static body. But what if we put it on the parent? Does it still work? Or does it have to be on the static body? No, it has to be on the static body. Okay, cool. So that is good to know because I was spamming it everywhere. And that's going to break. Yep. This is why I want to see if I can downgrade. So now we got to go back to that scene before I forget. And set it on this. Yeah. Okay, good. Where else did I add this? Probably to different parts of the town scene. At least it loads pretty quickly. Oh, so this was a fake item bin. I don't care about this. Delete this. I don't actually want this to have editable children. All right, the town itself, does this need something? Let's take a look. I don't think so. Yeah, it looks like it's still working. Good. This is so cool. I'm so happy that this is at least functioning. All right, shops. I'm going to delete this from there too. Anywhere else that we added this? Oh man, it just crashes constantly. I don't think I have it anywhere else. In fact, we could probably just look at the code and search for whatever it's called. What is it called? Navigation polygon source group. It doesn't show up anywhere. That seems like a problem. It definitely seems like a problem. Yeah, here it is. It does show up. It's just you can't search for it like this, I guess. Yeah, that sucks. Man, is there a way to do that? I guess we could do it this way. So we have one in the global groups, one in the item bin static body, one in, what is this? The navigation polygon. Oh yeah, okay. Wait, something's wrong here. Why do we have so many polygons? Huh. Yeah, what was that about? Navigation polygon. These don't exist anymore. They're still being referenced though. That's weird. I wonder if that's what's causing these crashes. But yeah, they don't exist. Can I give this a special name? I can, yeah. Let's just call this AAA. Crashed. Hey, arm cubic. Oh wait, it didn't crash. Nice. Okay. Like the one time it didn't crash. Okay, so where did that go? I don't even see it. There it is. It's in town. So town scene. Wait, why does that even exist there? Yeah, this one's needed. The other ones I don't think are needed. Are we hand authoring YAML? I'm not totally sure what happened here, but it looks like there are references to things that don't exist anymore, and I'm not sure how that happened. Oh, this is how it happened. Navigation layer, poly. Oh, I was misunderstanding this. Okay, I understand now. Each tile that defines navigation has to make a polygon somewhere. And it just so happens that I defined it for a couple of tiles, those tree tiles. I didn't mean to keep that in there. Let's go delete that. Tile set. We should be able to see this one, I think. No. It was one of these. This one, maybe. Navigation. Yeah, here it is. Wait, no. That right there. Clear and clear. Okay, that should delete a couple of those polygons. Yeah. So the tile map has the group. This is the region. This is probably fine. Navigation polygon. Yeah. Although I need to probably make this even larger. I think it's got to cover everything. Is there a way to make it a square? I just want to make this gigantic. But at the same time, oh, nice, you can. Well, you kind of can. What's going on? Oh boy. So, something's breaking. I switched to the ruler. How did I get that to snap like it did before? Huh. I don't know. I wanted it to be at a right angle. Weird. It's like I got it working on everything except for this one. Can't even select it. Huh. Yeah. Is there a way I can set the vertices? I guess I could set it through this. This has a lot of vertices though. I don't know why. Maybe because it wasn't baked. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how this got so many polygons here. Hmm. Strange. Yeah, strange indeed. Okay, well, that's too bad. Yeah, I don't have any better ideas. Hey, Gazella. So only add the navigation group where needed. I should probably write some notes on all this stuff. Navigation. AKA pathfinding. Okay, so the way that the navigation, what do I want to say about this? It's the thing about polygons, the map. Okay, so the way that I got, I'll just say this, yeah. Navigation with meshes works by making polygonal regions that indicate walkability. If you want an obstacle, you actually have to cut out a portion of that region. Godot can handle this for you, but it's not super obvious how. And it's apparently changing in 4.3. So I'll just write some quick notes. To add an obstacle to a tile map, you need a navigation, what is it? Navigation region 2D. And it needs to point to source geometry mode with its source geometry mode set to something like group explicit. By doing this, you can add meshes and static colliders to a named group, and they'll be removed from the nav mesh. Yeah. Just keep in mind that the colliders need to be static body 2D instances, not rigid body 2D. The point is that they're not allowed to move, since moving them would require rebaking the mesh. Hey, HOFMC. Welcome in. Welcome to the stream. Making Skeleseller here. I'm doing well. I've been recovering from a sickness. I'm kind of lower energy as a result of that. And this morning, it's so hard to know when you fail to do something. Is it because of a lingering sickness? Is it because of a cognitive inability? So anyway, this morning took a long time, but we got some basic pathfinding working. Not allowed to move since moving them will require rebaking the mesh. And then, yeah, the static body 2D can be anywhere in the scene tree, but needs a global group added to it. The parents of the static body 2D don't need that label. Yeah, I'll get better eventually. And then I hope the work quality improves as well. We got questions? Any tips for starting game dev and app dev? It depends on what your experience is. If you've never done it before, I would say my biggest tip is just go download an engine and start using it. So Godot is just as good an engine as something else for just learning. So click this, click download, and then just start messing around. Because otherwise, what a lot of newcomers get into is this whole like, oh, what's the best engine? What's the best language? Like none of that matters. And it does apps. I mean, you technically could make apps with it, like Android and iOS apps, but it's targeted at games. So if you want to just make apps, that would be a different path. But I would say to just pick one or the other right now, either game dev or app dev. And also keep in mind that if you're just starting and you're asking questions like this, you're probably not going to actually produce a game or an app. You'll probably start working on something and then learn a whole bunch in the process, and then, remake something a million times. So don't, pursue your dream game right off the bat. Just pursue something, just mess around. And like I said, if you download this engine and you start messing around with it, you'll quickly learn a whole lot of concepts, how Godot does their scene tree and how you get input to work and how you update things and do animations and whatever else. And you'll probably have a blast just doing that stuff. And if, some number of months or years down the line, you're like, yeah, I like this, I want to make a proper game and release it, then cool. But it is a ton of work, so keep that in mind. All right. I think we wrote down most of this. So to add an obstacle, you need a navigation region 2D with source geometry set to something like group explicit. Name group, and they'll be removed from the nav mesh. That way you don't need the meshes and colliders to be children of the navigation region. Just keep in mind that the colliders need to be static 2D, not rigid body. Yeah. I think knowing some Python will help for sure, especially if you're going to start with Godot, because GD script is very similar looking to Python. Also, app dev is pretty much the same general guidelines that I just said here. Like, just download something, don't worry about the language you're going to use. You're probably going to try a bunch of different things, a bunch of different languages, and don't make your dream app at first. Those are the same things I'd say. What else do I need to write here? Oh yeah, keep in mind that navigation is not the same as collision. This means that if your character is too close to walls, for example, that collision shapes won't change anything. Yeah, take care, HOFMC. And yeah, starting with Pong is a good idea, for sure. Unless you get the basics down. So change the rocks to invisible walls. It's going to be a little weird if something ever doesn't work, because we're going to need to look and see, are there invisible walls? We can technically pick any of these tiles, except that these are not tiles here, but like this one is. We just need anything that's invisible. And I wonder if we can just add it in ourselves. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to need to add in a fake tile. So maybe we pick this. I don't even know how we do that though. No tiles selected. Can we add one? Like, I want this, but I want it to just not show up. I wonder if we can change. Oh yeah, you can change this modulate. Okay. Well, then let's pick this black tile up here and just set its modulate to be completely off. And then set its navigation to be just the four corners. Okay, there we go. Now if we draw that instead, this is probably stupid now that I think about it. Like, how would you know that there are even barriers here? I don't know how you would do that. Yeah. Maybe there's a way, like if you use the paint bucket tool, I guess. Yeah, this is how you would see the walls. You'd hover over everything with the paint bucket tool selected. I guess we could just paint this whole thing now that I think about it. There. And now it should function the same way. There's probably a different way we could do this. What we could do is maybe we could draw like a W in the tile set and then just have it change at runtime so you never actually see the W. I think that would be kind of good. But yeah. Okay, now what is going on? We're on the outside of this. What is going on here? Is this because I made the region like way bigger? Because if so, that's really bad. Yeah, I'm on the outside of this. I just walked through a wall. Something is messed up. And I don't even know what I just changed to get it to be messed up. It's possible that it was just this, and that now this is too big. Which would be really a shame because I don't know how else we're going to get this to work. But let's try shrinking it and see what happens. No, it's still messing up. Strange. Then again, it still is pretty large. What if we shrink it even more? Yeah, that's good enough. Oh, it's still not working. What's going on here? I set this to the exact boundaries of this thing. Oh, I guess it's hard to tell because the tile itself is not visible. No, it's correct. What did I do wrong? I don't think this made any difference when they were rocks. I don't know why that would matter. I guess let's try it out. So I'll just paint in all the rocks, I guess. Huh. It does seem like I can click over here now. How would that make a difference? Oh, because I set collision on the rock? That might be what did it. I don't actually remember. I don't think I have collision on the rock, though, now that I think about it. Physics. No, they do have physics. Okay, yeah, then that must be it. Because that's the only difference I can think of. All right, so we click this, and we click this. Good, 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 good. Oh, and delete navigation. Right, it doesn't need navigation. Oh, except for this isn't going to test anything because there's still rocks. Oh, man. Whatever. All right, click that. There we go. All right, now it should be back to working the way it was originally. Yeah, good. Yeah. So now if we hide the meshes, and we can make this gigantic again. There we go. And visible navigation, visible paths. So we're going to turn both those off. That way it just looks like the regular game. Wait, what? I have paths turned off. I guess I didn't turn it off for the adventurer. Where is this? Turn that off there. Yeah. Yeah, so there's some little weird things happening. Like I saw it move down and then immediately move up. And that shouldn't have been needed. Ooh, and it's just moved out of bounds somehow. I'm pretty sure it moved down there. Huh. Well, probably is a little bit broken. But it's mostly looking good. Excuse me. Yeah, I'd say it's mostly looking good. Can they walk on this? They can. Why? Debug navigation. I thought I disabled it. Oh no, I didn't. I only set it for the shops. I got to set it for item display at some point. Okay, well, we'll just have to write that down. When adding an item display, rebake the navigation mesh. Okay, so next up is the big one. Get all agents to pathfind, not just the debug character. So they all need to be agents. Add navigation agent. And they need to look like what the adventurer has. Which is what? 2210. I'm just going to copy paste this. In fact, maybe it's worth making a custom scene for this. Strange. I can't copy this. Copy. Paste. There we go. Okay, so workers, adventurers, and customers. So they all have a navigation agent. Now, how did the adventurer use it? Oh, it had all this code. Oh man. All right, that's too bad. Yeah, that's definitely too bad. Because it's not as simple as just adding in the same code. I need to change the state machines, and the state machines need to know how to do all this stuff. Yeah. Hmm. Well, how do I want to do that then? I guess it's just the navigation system needs to have something that lets it know, do we want to follow paths or not? Pursue target location. That's actually the only thing we have here. Pursue target location. Yeah. Mm. It might not be worth changing that just yet. Maybe it is. Also, how is that not breaking everything? Oh, this is just for customers. I see. All right, how do I want to do this then? I seeks target. What is this? Emit reach target. I guess we can check to see if the entity is an adventurer, a customer, or a worker. Do we have a way of telling right off the bat? I'm just trying to hack this together for right now. We just need some component. So in this case, an adventurer component. Okay. What does a worker have? A worker has a storeroom component and a town component. Other things must also have this. What else? Adventurer and worker both have that. What does customer have? Customer has a money component. And I'm guessing that's the only place we have a money component. Yep. Okay, cool. So then that's it. We just need to check if you have a money component or a storeroom component. So in navigation system, yeah. So if ECS has component, money component, or has component a, what was the other thing? Storeroom component. So in this case, we want to like pathfind, and we want to use cardinal directions. So pathfind with cardinal directions. Otherwise, we just want to move. Yeah. All right, and all this pathfinding logic is just going to be pulled from the adventurer. How do we do that? If the navigation is finished, okay. So yeah, this is this is not going to be the easiest. Let's paste that in here. And then this emit reach target. So that's going to go here. And this is going to go here. Cool. Now we need a navigation agent. That's got to come from the entity itself. And thankfully, I just stored them in the same path for all of these, which is navigation agent 2D. But yeah, this is going to have to change in the future too. So navigation agent equals entity. Do we have the entity? No, we do not. So node 2D entity. Oh, and I guess we need to pass in some of this other stuff too. What is location? Well, location is the location of the entity? Why is this done here? Oh, that's the destination? Oh, probably should have called it destination. I'll just write that down as a quick thing to change eventually. Navigation system should rename location to destination. All All right, so get node, navigation 2D, navigation agent 2D. Cool. Got to pass in all these other things. And apparently delta as well. Yeah, fine. Just copy paste all this. Okay, now get next path position. That can't be done. How does that work? Target position. We got to set it. Okay. There we go. Now instead of position, it's going to be entity.position. Yeah, so everywhere that we use position. Oh man, we can't do it this way. We got to do it this way. I still need to simplify this code at some point. There we go. There's still some more of these. All right, how's that? Yeah, not too bad. Okay, does this just work? I'd be pretty impressed if it did. Yeah, let's try it out. This will probably blow up. Computer just ignites. No, they're all frozen there. Although they might be frozen there because they can't actually get to where they're trying to go. I'm not sure about that. No, wait, no, that's not true. They have a path going around this whole thing. So why are they stuck? I don't know. Let's make their navigation visible. Let's just make it visible on the customers, maybe. Debug on. I'm guessing we're just gonna need nodes right on top of the portal. I don't even think it's showing up at all. Maybe I need to also say this. Let's try that out. No, yeah. I don't see anything. Maybe they're I don't know. I don't know actually. Let me turn this on too. Yeah, I have points here. So then why don't they have points? They must not be. I don't even know what actually. Maybe. No, it can't be. It can't be this, right? All right, let's put a breakpoint here and just find out what's happening. Oh wait, they don't even have a destination, so that part's probably broken. Like it's probably returning immediately, I'm guessing. Yep. Okay. Well, that's great. So we got to do that. Now maybe it'll work. Well, it's doing something. It's getting stuck a little bit though. I got to figure out why that happened. Yeah, unfortunately, their random destination stuff it's randomized every 2 seconds, and it's just a random part in like this rectangle, which kind of makes no sense. So I would need to generate it only within the town. But yeah, I don't know why it's jittering like that. Yeah, why does that happen? They're getting like stuck on these corners. Man, imagine putting in this much work and then they just jitter around. It's trying to go there. It's probably some like very specific coordinate issue. Yeah, because I don't see anything that would be causing that. And they're all consistently doing it too. Huh. Do they have physics bodies? They don't. No, it's just navigation. So it's a navigation problem. What is going on when they're doing that? They're getting stuck like right there and they're trying to go down to that. I don't know why I can't replicate this when I just manually click though. Like look, they're consistently doing it, but I can't get into that state. Maybe because I'm setting the target location multiple times. That could be it. Yeah, there's a lot that could be going wrong here. It's hard to know exactly what is going wrong. And when we generate a random location, we're going to have to generate different random locations. I don't even know where we do that though, to be honest. So we got to go figure that out first. Target location component. Where do we make this? Here. Base wander. Yeah, so wandering needs to be done in certain areas. Hey, Raptorport. Okay, they overshoot when moving toward the waypoint in one frame and then move back. I'm not sure exactly because I have some logic that's supposed to stop all of that from happening. So I'd like to think that it's because I'm doing something totally different here and setting their destination every frame, but I don't know for sure. What we could do here is we could just put a bunch of different regions in the town and give them a random point that they walk to. Or maybe just randomly generate a shop or something. I don't know exactly. Yeah, it's already considered. Although it's not to say that it's flawless. It might be broken, but I think the bug might be elsewhere. Very, very hard to say. So the problem is I don't know what this rectangle is. 0 to 550, 0 to 300. I guess we just need to figure out where 0 is. Maybe we could just draw a rectangle. This is based on what? This is based on nothing. Just literally random coordinates. Well, we could have a reference to the town and the town could tell us where to go. But I kind of want to just do something really easy here. I think since all of the characters are added here, that means that 0, 0 here is where we're adding something. So how about this? Let's add in a new child node that is just a collision shape 2D. And we'll make it a rectangle just so that we can tell where this thing is. So this will be 550 by 300. Yeah. And then we need it to be positioned at the upper left. I don't know how we do that. Is there an anchor here? No, I don't think so. No. Okay, well, whatever. Let's just add half of each thing. So 225, 150. All right, I think this is the area that they're patrolling in. So where do we want them to patrol? Well, I guess not such a big area. Let's say they could be there in this region. Whoa. Okay, so what is this region? 160. It's way too hard to figure out. Just delete this. I think we can just make a sprite. Yeah, there. And I think this can tell us what our coordinates are much more easily. Okay, now what is your transform? I want it to not be centered. What? Y is negative 117. Oh, it actually is negative 117. Yeah, of course. Okay. I guess the problem is getting the size of this thing. It's 16 by 20. All right, well, this is going to be annoying. So X is 36, Y is negative 117, width is 15.688 times 16. and height is 12.5 times 20. Okay. Hey, Nuka DeLuca. Are you streaming game development? Regardless, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. Nuka DeLuca just told me yesterday that, or 2 days ago, that they are a couple months away from finishing their game, launching it. And the more I was thinking about it, the more I was thinking, like, I've had lots and lots of little problems appear over the years. And that's when coding anything, really, when making games, doesn't matter what. And I always think that if a project gets done, it means you overcame those problems somehow. So I'm pretty confident that in 2 months, you'll have overcome all these problems with multiplayer and lobbies. But I guess that's not really that consoling because you have that time crunch now and you have like 8 or 9 other people you're working with. Anyway, welcome in. Thanks for the raid. Host and lurk here. Cool, yeah. What were you streaming? I don't want to keep you for too long. Actually, now when I raid people, I'm like, don't talk to me. Don't ask me any questions. I just want to go. All right, so 250 by 250. That's what we want as one of these. So vector to target. 250 by 250. And instead of new, we'll just say target here. So why is this yellow? New can be some light off, sure. It's a little tough to do live as well, so I'm splitting my time up. Dev, no NDA. Gotcha. Gotcha. I unfollowed a bunch of people a while ago. I apparently unfollowed you. I'm sorry. I'm now following you. At one point, I was like, I watched so few streams on Twitch. It was mostly just gaming streams that I was like, I better prune my following list. And now I'm following a ton of people and I don't watch any Twitch. Also, they just changed the mobile app somehow. I feel like it now just auto loads a stream or something. So I like don't even want to open the app anymore. All right, how do we want to do this? gd.rand returns a random unsigned 32-bit integer. Yeah, so let's do this. So if we'll say int r equals this %2, if r equals 0, then we'll set the target to this. Otherwise, we'll set the target to a different region. Again, this is just kind of hacky code to test this out. So there's one region. The next region we'll do is like this area. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, now we need those same coordinates here. So this is 262 plus random number between 9 times 16. Excuse me. And then 158 plus a random number of 7.4 times 20. Okay. Cannot implicitly convert from uint. That's fine. Okay, cool. Just started watching Twitch again a week ago. Need the background noise. When I'm coding off stream, I mostly just have music playing because I otherwise never get to listen to music. It's one of the problems of streaming. Hey, Lemon. Do you need a CS degree to be a good software engineer? No, definitely not. Oh, this is super broken. I've worked with people professionally who've had all sorts of backgrounds. They've had doctorates in CS. They've had an English degree. They've had electrical engineering. They've had a bachelor's in CS. And I think that's one of the nice things about computer science is you can learn practically everything now for free. And not even from, some second-rate teacher somewhere. Like there are MIT and Harvard classes online for free. And that's just an amazing resource. 3 albums you're allowed to listen to. I was going to say allowed makes it sound like someone curated those albums, but if you wanted, Creative Commons licensed music, there is a lot of it out there. Although I don't know how good a lot of it would be. Also, you could just do what a lot of people do and not care at all about what the copyright is. This is super broken. And I don't know how it's that broken. But I think it has to do maybe with where these characters are starting, because they're getting stuck on this corner. And even that, I think I know what's doing that, and I want to try something here. So this is what I want to try. I want to get this, and I want to set this just right here. Now, what is this? This is in base wander, which I guess means entity like this. And set this to target, and then get rid of this from here. If this works, that would be great, because at least this would make sense to me. And if it doesn't work, then I don't have any ideas. Hey, cool. Looks like it worked. Nice. There's still... What's going on there? One of those looks like it's... No, maybe it's correct. Yeah, so they should only wander in between these spaces and up here. But that does not look like that's the case. They're somehow navigating over to here. How is that happening? Well, maybe no more cursed corners. Hard to know. Spawn an item and check what happens? Okay. Items are just teleporting to the destination. I don't know how that's happening. What? What is causing that? I don't know how that's happening. Okay, well, we have two problems. Yeah, they can't pick up items, but also somehow I messed up the coordinates that we generate over here. A 250 by 250. Oh, you know what? I think I know what. I think the position of this needed to be, yeah, it's a negative value, and I just never added that correctly. Okay, let me just do this off screen. This is 36 plus, and then 116 plus. I think that should do it. How did I mess that up? Wait a second. Where did 250 by 250 even come from? 9 times 16 is what, 144? 9 times 16. Yeah, it's 144. I have no idea what I was doing here. Yeah, I don't. Oh, wait. Oh, I never resized this. That's why. So, whoops. Yeah, this was probably correct. 15. Yeah, that's correct. And then 12. Yeah. Okay. So the numbers were right. It's just the offsets were wrong. Yeah, I just forgot to change these offsets, I think. Okay, so I have not fixed the item problem, but I think I fixed the problem with these picking random coordinates. So we should only ever see the ends of paths being in this square or being in this square, or if I left click, then being wherever I left click, but that's just because I had to move the camera. Yeah, it looks like that's now the case. So they should never just randomly end up in this hallway. Wait, are they randomly ending up in the hallway? No, I don't think so. They're starting in the hallway, so it looks like the paths are ending in the hallway, but they're not. Yeah, it looks like everything's good. All right, and this can be changed in the future. We could figure out the coordinates of all of these rooms, or we could draw regions or something. I don't care about that. I want to figure out what's going wrong with items next, because that was pretty messed up. So what are you doing? Let me think about this. Path find. This is pursue target location. Where's pursue item? Oh, even items are pursuing locations. Oh, I know what's going on. Okay, yeah, I know what's happening. So what's happening is when they pursue an item, I don't tell them what their destination is. So they still have their destination from when they were wandering. And since when they were wandering, they were already at their destination, it immediately calls this, is navigation finished? which means that it thinks it hit its target, but it didn't. So it picks up the item, and then it immediately thinks it hit its target again, so it can like drop it off immediately too. Okay, so all we need to do is fix that, I guess, which is that when they get a destination, they set this here. I don't like how this works, but we're going to need to do this wherever we generate one of these. Where do we generate one of these? Buy item and pick up item from storeroom. TC equals new. It's only there that I want to do this. Why are there two of these? Why are there two of these? This is going to be busted. tc.target.global position. All right, that'll kind of work. And now we put the other one over here. Okay, let's try that out. So they should be able to pick up items now too. This is all garbage code. But let's try it. So grant items. They should navigate to the items. It does not look like they're doing that. Well, that did pick up an item. No, wait, did it? I don't know what's going on. That's broken. It's super broken. How are you so broken? Pathfind with cardinal directions. This should be right. This is garbage code. I do like to fix it at some point, and I'll probably do that before cleaning this up. It looks like the worker threw the item across the map. This is the only place where we do this. So what am I doing wrong here? Target position equals new target. What is new target? The item display? I don't see a problem here. Yeah, I don't see a problem here. Just for pick up item. And yet they didn't pick up the item. Let me look at that one more time. Grant items. Like someone should have a path up to here. And they don't. Okay, wait, whoa. It did pick up the item correctly. Just didn't drop it off correctly. Drop off item. Target location component. New TC. Oh, whoops, that's why. Because we need to do that. Item target. I guess get drop off points dot global location. There's no global location. The next one he did pick up correctly, yeah. I don't know why that was the case. Let's try that now. Then I gotta take a break. All right, grant items. They don't path to the items correctly either. That's another weird thing. Okay, it picks up the item. It's not drawing its path, but it all worked correctly. Now I didn't see if the customer picked it up. But yeah, the worker is going in the right spot. Oh, the worker doesn't have its path on. That's why. Oh my God. This was really stupid. So we just need to set this to enabled and then use a custom color, and we'll just have the workers be cyan. Why is this? What's going on? Yeah, there. Okay, now we should see it. Yes, good. They're going right to that item now. So we should see the skeleton follow right along that path. Yep. Good. And then drop it off down here. Oh, it's an armor, so it drops off down there. Very cool. Now the customer goes and gets it. All right, now let's try grant most things. I don't know what that flickering is caused by. What is going on? It's like the visibility of the navigation Can't be shown. All right, there. All right, grant most things and grant items. And I want to get a quest. Accept quest. These are, that's weird. The item displays are going into the ground. So any weapon should be dropped off at this bin now. Yeah, it looks like they are. How did I break the item displays? I must have just moved the shops, maybe? Or did that always happen? Maybe I moved something. I don't remember doing that. Shop. Did I relocate something in here? Rectangle shape. What's a rectangle shape doing? Oh, for the collision shape? For the bin. Okay, yeah. They were like half a tile higher. I was like, hey, Granny said. Yeah, I don't know what I did. I don't see where I moved any of that stuff. Yeah, strange. None of this would indicate that I changed anything. Shop, perhaps? I didn't see anything in shop. The only thing that changed, I added a rectangle shape and then the static collider. Yeah. Weird. Well, all right. Anyway, let's hit grant items and grant most things. Okay, no, there's definitely a problem. These are all shifted down by just a little bit. Neat. Neat. Go, my minions. Wow. I mean, I know this took all day to do, but this was a pretty good addition. Yeah. Now let's grant some more items. Hey, Vermino. And thanks, Nuclear Luca. Yeah. It's looking good. We're going to need some more customers, though. Go, customers. Buy the items. All right, now we just speed things up. Yeah. Well, it's really hard to tell what's going on. Also, if the game ever does get this busy, I feel like we're going to need alternate paths going places. Spawn 1,000 customers. I wonder what frame rate this is running at. Guess we could just find out. Where is debugger, monitor, FPS 60? I guess VSync is probably on. Huh. Can you have it where it creates a sprite bundle to save on resources? It should already be doing things like binding a texture only once to render all the different characters that need to be rendered with that texture. There might be some performance improvements that we could make, but I don't know if it's going to be necessary. The other thing too is I'm probably logging a ton of trash to the console right now. Not a ton of trash. I was going to say that on its own could be something that slows it down. So what do? We got items working. The code is all garbage, like I said. And what else needs to be done? Oh yeah, rebake the navigation mesh. Okay. All right, I'm going to take a break for right now. I'll be back in just a little bit. Is it jump time? It's jump time. close the game. All right, so rebake the navigation mesh when you add a new item display. Let's go try that out. This should be pretty easy. Why do I have so many tabs open? All right, where's bake? Bake. Let's do private void rebake navigation mesh. All right, copy paste this into here. Call this from here. And then anytime you add an item display, we got to do this. Yeah, and that's it. No, wait, no. Item displays don't even count. Do we have what? How do we add an item display? What is an item display? Oh, here it is. Okay, so we just need to add in a thing to make this collidable. What's it called? Static body. Yeah, and then a collision shape. Unfortunately, there's no sprite here. Oh, no, there is. It's just really tiny. Okay, we make a rectangle and we snap the rectangle to this. And then we put the group on here. And then anytime we upgrade a shop or try upgrade shop, this doesn't actually upgrade a shop, does it? Drat. Okay, well, what about upgrading the storeroom? Upgrade storeroom. Cost upgrade storeroom there. That does it. Hey, Sir Puffin. You have anything committed in shop or item displays? I don't think I've committed anything today. Git log. No, yeah, I don't have anything committed today. Spurman, didn't you just resub for 50 months? All right, well, regardless, welcome back. Maybe you'll get to like 58 months by the end of June. At this rate. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, this thing about upgrading the shop is just a shame. This is called from an event. And on success goes back to the shopkeep. Well, I guess there could be an indication that this was actually upgraded. Where's add next item display? Next item. What? Where do we actually on shop upgraded? Show new quest indicator. Handle upgrade shop button. Shop keep component shop upgrade shop. Add next item display. On shop upgraded. Oh, hey, there's a listener. Did the town listen to this? No. Well, that would have been nice. Yeah, why not do another right away? I agree. Just always send all your entire years all at once. There's one right after the other. 12 in a row. Okay, well, the town doesn't listen to this, and the town needs to listen to this. So how do we get the town to listen to this? Well, does the town know about shops or no? It does. Of type shop.toList. I could have sworn I wrote something that just gets all the shops. I guess it's this. Get nodes with component, shop component, cast shop. Yeah, so what we could do is in the ready function, we can just get all of these and listen to their upgrade function. Right? They have one? Yeah, on shop upgraded. Okay. Well, we'll say set up shops. Okay, now where are our private functions? Here. Private void set up shops. So var foo equals this, just so that I can get what the thing is. Yeah. For each. Okay, so it is going to be on upgraded. And we're just going to call rebake mesh. Yeah, rebake navigation mesh. Okay, that should do it. Let's try it out. So if this is working correctly, they should automatically pathfind around all the item displays. So I guess we'll find out by just moving this character. Yeah, it looks like we can't move on to an item display. That's good. Same thing over here. Good. And down here, same thing. Looks like it's already pathing around it. I know I haven't gotten there yet. Yeah. Cool. So now let's upgrade everything. And now let's grant some items. Yeah, it looks like they're getting stuck. Oh no, they're not getting stuck. That's just my own character. Oh. Yeah, it looks like it's working then. I mean, it's pretty hard to tell. There's too much going on right now, but I don't see anything jittering around. Yeah, pretty cool. Now I know they are stepping pretty close to these item displays. I know the item displays are off in the middle of nowhere. Let's turn off visible paths. Oh, I don't, does that actually do anything? Does the debug function override it? Also, there are 168 errors. Is that every time I level something up? Yeah, pretty much. Is it because it's done on the same thread? Navigation polygon is already baking. Wait for current bake to finish. How do you check if it's baking? Huh. Nav.is baking? Oh yeah, there it is. So I wonder if you modify, if it's baking and you try to call bake again, I wonder if it'll capture the new navigation that it needs to capture. Let's try it out. Let's look at visible navigation and see. Oh, whoops. Because maybe that's not the case. Maybe I would need to queue these calls up. It's probably why the region was flashing earlier. I'm only dynamically rebaking as of right now, though. I wasn't rebaking earlier. All right, so if I hit grant all, grant most things. You can see it didn't work. Only these three have collision data. So I do need to keep track of when it was baking and then queue up another call to it. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, that's too bad. Well, okay. How do we do this then? We just need to know when it's done and call it once, right? Yeah, I know there was a flashing effect. That's from the disco module. Totally intentional. No, I don't know what's doing that. It might be the rebaking, it might be the error. Private bool needs rebake equals, actually we don't need to set as anything. So if nav.is baking, then set needs rebake to true. Actually, just set it to nav.is baking. Oh, no, let's not do that. Yeah, else set it to false and rebake. This is, yeah. Then we need to call this in process if it needs to be baked. So if needs rebake. There. All right, that's it. That's what we do to fix this. Now the error should go away and the collision should always be correct. Good thing we have something that grants, 24 different shop displays at a time. Yeah, the collision's all correct and there are no errors. Problem solved. Still doing that disco thing though. I don't know what's doing that. And it's just the tile map. It's probably like the z-index of two things is set to be the same. Yeah, it's not a zoom artifact. Anyway, it's very, very frustrating. Hey, Grace, going well. Oh, there are signals for when the bake is finished. Oh. Okay. So we'll do that. So if needs rebake, actually we could just do this in ready, I guess. Get the navigation thing. All right, nav dot rebake finish, bake finished plus equal handle rebake. Or maybe I'll just say bake finished. Nav mesh bake finished. Yeah. Hey, Kahitar. Good to see everybody funneling in again. Okay, so in here, we're going to set what was in process. And just put this code here. There we go. And I'll write the comment now. Where'd the summary go? Okay, so if the nav mesh needs to be baked or rebaked multiple times in a row, then yeah, we need to wait till the previous bake is finished, or else we won't have proper navigation data. All right, that should fix it. And thank you, Monadic Bind. Hadn't thought of using the signal. All right, so we hit grant most things. And yeah, looks good. I mean, other than the flashing. Just turn that off. Why are these offset by an entire tile or whatever? How did I mess that up? Like these are one tile lower than they should be. Did I move it? I couldn't have moved it though. It doesn't show up in the it doesn't show up in any of the diffs that I have. Get diff. Did I move the tile map? Wouldn't, maybe I did. Maybe, yeah, maybe I moved the tile map. I didn't think about that. Where's the tile map? It's in town scene, tile map. Oh yeah, there it is. Positions changed by 23 pixels. Whoops. What do I want to do here? Keep local changes and overwrite. I don't know. I'm just going to click one of these. And if it's wrong, I'll just do the same change I just made. Yeah, it's wrong. Hard to know what local changes meant, I guess, in Godot. Okay, cool. Yeah. Nice. Thanks, Darkstorm. I hadn't thought to check that. Grant most things. All right. Yeah, I think we got to stop grant most things from granting workers. Yeah, I think we got to turn that off. I'm going to hit grant items a couple times. This is so cool. It looks so much better than having characters just randomly walk over the void area. Man. The thing that's every once in a while, there's like a little bit of a weird movement. I'm not talking about the AI of the characters. That's still the same garbage AI that I always had. But like they're walking, if you just focus on this character, they're walking in a particular direction and they go like down and then up sometimes. I don't know. It's sort of hard to tell that it's even happening. Did I just like clip through the wall? No, there's an entrance up there. Right. I didn't clip through the wall. Man, I don't know what's going on. Whoa. What is a character doing there? Oh, the customers are coming out of the portal. Oh, right. That's fine. I was like, no character should be in that void area, but it's because the portal's in the void area. Need to move that at some point. Okay, battles are still broken, right? If I do start battle. And why were they broken? Oh, because there's no state machine for the adventurers. But that should be an easy fix, right? State machine. Oh, there's an error. Ugh. Oh wait, maybe that error was the battle error. Yeah, there we go. So cool. So cool. Man. Oh, what? How did the mage just win that battle? Oh, it only takes 3 hits for it to win. Oh, the mage is super powerful. Yeah, look at my one item I got. Look at that potion. Why is the mage moving like twice as fast? What, what is going on? They're moving so fast. I think they have like double the navigation somehow. How did that happen? Oh, because their process is also processing this. Yeah. This shouldn't be here. I think we just get rid of all this code. This is a speed potion. All right. So yeah, mage is back to normal speed, and I can override it for a little bit, but not constantly. All right, so let's write down some changes that we got to make. Put the portal inside the actual town area. Add more random regions to, what was that called? Wherever I had those random numbers, where'd the random numbers go? I must have closed it. All right, well, rands. Actually, we could just search for r equals. That should have been much easier. U int r equals. Gotcha. Base wander. Maybe even visualize these in the town. What else? Make the wall tile have a W graphic so that it's visible to us. Then hide it when the game starts. Hide it. We may need an invisible wall tile and a visible one so that hiding it actually works. We may also need to rebake the nav mesh. I'm not sure how that's going to work. And there's one more change I wanted to make. What was it? I don't remember. What was it? How did that worker get stuck there? What's going on? Oh man. And the customer got stuck there. I wonder how that happened. Yeah, that's weird. How did they get in there? I do know that Friday is today, yeah. They can't get out. Well, that's too bad. There was some other change I wanted to make, though. I don't remember what it was. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Can't think of what it was. So how do they get stuck in here? Oh yeah, stop giving workers. Stop granting workers with the debug function. I wonder how often that happens. Because there's no fixing it once it happens. And that's one of the problems with a lot of this stuff is I felt like it was more resilient when there was no collision. I didn't do anything, right? I just started a battle. I wonder if that somehow did it. But there were these characters that got in there. How did they get in there? Like, something you could maybe do if you can't figure out how to prevent this is at least detect that it's happened and then bump these NPCs out of. Yeah, that just happened right there. I should watch the replay of that. Is what the glory of streaming is. All right, time to find out what happened. I don't see it happen. Oh, there it is. Right there. The character just walks through the terrain. Look at that. What? How did that happen? They're trying to go up there, I think. And they just kept going to the left. Oh, I think I know why this is happening. Because since there isn't actually collision, okay, we might need a code collision. And then do move and slide. Yeah. Yeah. NPCs can get stuck in the non-walkable area. I think this is because there isn't real collision on anything. So it's possible that my wonky navigation code is pushing them into a wall. If that's the shorter path and the path hasn't recalculated. Crazy. Yeah, we could fix this with proper collision, I guess. I'd like for it to just never be a problem, though. I don't know why it is a problem right now. I guess because of how I... Oh, wait. Yeah, what? Maybe it's the simplified path thing messing up. It might be that. I mean, this happens pretty frequently. If we just add a million more workers, we should see it pretty soon. Yeah, I think it's a case where you're here and you're trying to go up and to the left, and your character goes left first. Well, if I just increase the game speed, it's pretty much bound to happen to all of these at some point, right? I don't know. Hey, Alt F4, how's it going? Thanks for the raid. We got pathfinding working today, except for there's a tiny problem, which is characters can get stuck in this little void area here. But it actually wasn't too bad. And now if I click a whole bunch of things, you can watch as the characters actually follow the correct paths and get to where they're supposed to go. Well, yeah, working in quotation marks. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. So welcome in, everybody. Yeah, correct in quotation marks. Just everything I say in quotation marks, pretty much. Yeah, so if you haven't seen this game before, it's called Skeleseller. It's been in development for about maybe a total of like 6 weeks over the course of a couple months. And it is a laid back item selling game. And you get these items by doing battle, and the battles are automated. So very chill game. Where is add customer? Okay, let's add some more of those. Because my skeletons can't sell these. Actually, I could start up a quest and they could just get it done immediately. These 5 items. They're already done. They dropped them all off. Why does it say 5 items regardless? Oh, that's also a problem. Oh, no, it's 10 items. Okay, that's a small bug. Small bug. If you have the shop dialog open when a quest is completed and there's another available quest, you have to close the dialog to see the other option. Yeah. Well, anyway, If anyone is still lurking around from Alt F4 stream, welcome in. And if you have any questions, let me know. This technically is playable now, but I don't recommend playing it because I'm starting to address some of the feedback from the first round of testing. And that means that you'll probably just have the exact same feedback that everybody else already had. Oh, yeah, it doesn't help to turn this off. We've got to turn this off here. And then, I don't actually care about these things. And then customer has a path that's visible too. Yeah. And I think adventurer did as well. Yeah. All right, that turned off all the visible paths. So now there won't be a bunch of garbage on the screen. Unfortunately, yeah, characters can still get stuck. What a shame. Probably just have to use move and slide though. I don't think it should be too bad. Yeah. It's so cool. It's so cool. Probably need to add collision and call move and slide. Okay, so there are a lot of things that I need to fix. I think the most important thing is clean up the garbage code for the pathfinding stuff. And then when all of this is done, mark the task on GitHub as being complete. It's this task. Figure out if we can get this working in the older version of Godot. Yeah, that still needs to be done. Figure out if we can get all of this working in the old version of Godot. Well, thankfully no spit is required for this. Godot has a move and slide. Although maybe it's move and spit and slide. Is it only on character body? Huh. Move and slide. Huh. This only exists on character body now. I think character body gives me slightly more than what I would want. But that's okay. I thought this would come from kinematic body or something. Maybe not. Kinematic character. Inherits physics body. This is what gives move and slide though, right? Yeah. All right, well, probably have to make them character bodies then. That's fine. Why do I want to move it to an old version? When I say old version here, I was using 4.2 this morning and I switched to 4.3 beta 3 or something like that. And the problem is this has been crashing a lot. And I'm not sure if I'm actually using anything in 4.3. And if I'm not, I'd like to revert it. It's not super important because probably those crashes will eventually stop. But it's pretty annoying when you're working on something and you lose your undo history and you lose any unsaved changes. Will the code get messed up with reverting? I'm not going to do any of that now, I think. So I'll save it and make sure that I've got a working state somewhere. In fact, let's just do that now. Open dot. I'll just take everything in source and just paste this into temp for right now. There. Now there's no way that I could possibly lose it. Yeah. It is possible that I am relying on something that's in 4.3 and I don't realize that I'm relying on it. And then I try switching back and I can't use it. So for example, navigation agent, I think all these things existed, but maybe in the town itself, we had this navigation region. Maybe something in here is not possible anymore. And yeah, I don't know. Could be anything. But yeah. All right, let's take a quick look. I have the quest follow-up work I got to do. I got this. What else exists in checkpoint number 2? I always forget how to find this. Roadmap? I never know. Yeah, I never know. All right, let's just click one of these and then find the milestone. How do you... This is impossible. Ah, I found it. Okay, yeesh. How do you get here? You go to issues? No, project? Where do you get to that UI? It looks like it's under issues. But then where do you go? Oh, on the right side, milestones. Oh. All right, I'm writing that down because I can never find that. GitHub. Do I have a GitHub projects thing? Yes, I do. To see your milestones, click issues, milestones. It's pretty easy. All right, I'll just take a picture of this. And we do this, issues, and milestones. Wow, seriously? Oh my God, it's such a mess there. Don't you have milestone shortcut in the extension? Maybe. Milestone filter by milestone? M? Oh, yeah, I guess so. Okay, so checkpoint 2. So add collision and pathing. That is this, and that should have essentially be done by the end of Monday, I think. What next? Look into new enemies. What is this? Oh, I see. Clamp camera boundaries. Save system. Oh man. I don't think save systems are fun to make, but they're incredibly important. But I think I want to work on something fun next. This won't be today, by the way, but allow for choosing which adventurer you hire, allow choosing an instance, proper customer graphics, choosing an instance group. How is that different from, oh yeah, I see. Make enemies. What is this? Yeah, this is probably kind of done. I don't have make another character class? Where's that? Huh. Yeah, I don't see that here. That's weird. Class. Huh. Add content for checkpoint number 2. Here it was. Okay. Yeah, add more adventurer classes. Yeah, I think that's probably a fun task that I'd probably rather focus on. One of the problems is we're running out of character graphics to use. There are only like 12 unique characters or something like that. Maybe talk about character classes. But yeah, I think the next thing, like tackle a fun task for Skeleseller. Make new character classes. Yeah, because there's quite a lot to be done for milestone number 2. Oh, private link to checkpoint number 2. There we go. And content is in here and I just missed it? Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. Well, yeah. I think we're doing pretty well. I think a lot of this stuff is going to be pretty tough, though. Things like allow choosing an instance. I mean, at its simplest, this can just be a list. Like forest, cave, dungeon, whatever. But making that list look nice, I think, is going to be tough. The rest of this stuff should be pretty basic in there. Same thing with choosing a party. It's just a lot of UI stuff. Save system. Yeah, okay. Take a quick look at 151. Okay. Storeroom level condition check. PR implements level to storeroom and shop. X button is placed at the beginning. Change layout directions for buttons. Move the button somewhere else completely. Change the X container sizing to expand. Second screenshot. I think one of the things we've got to do with the shop dialog is allow clicking outside of it to close it. Because I think having to click an X at all is kind of frustrating. Yeah. And then, yeah, I guess we could just get rid of the X. But I think the other thing you can do is we could just disable the button and say upgrade shop and then put like at max level or something in parentheses. I'd also add a keybind. Yeah. Look, all of the characters are stuck in here. So much to do. Well, I am definitely losing steam. I think I have a bunch of like random tasks I can do. And I think next week is the start of my other people content again. Yeah, June 26th is the first mentoring session back. And then I had an interview with Mel scheduled at the end of this month, I think, which we had to reschedule to July 12th. So both interviews that I have coming up are in the middle of July, 12th and the 19th. Yeah. And then, yeah, we got like 5 things planned in the next month. Anyway, I'm hoping to be back to my regular energy level next week. I'm going to continue to try to just like rest and recover. My wife woke herself up this morning with the amount of coughing she was doing, and I was like, man, I thought we were through this. I don't know what we got. But yeah, not good. Not good at all. All right, I'm going to get going. Thank you all for watching. Really, this has been a heck of a day. I did not expect this to be as involved as it was, and I mean, I like how it looks and everything. But yeah, we got pathfinding pretty much working. I just got to clean up a bunch of code. Maybe I'll do it over the weekend. Maybe I'll do it on Monday. But take care. My next stream will be on Monday. Have a good weekend, everybody. See you later.